Hey, it's Stephanie Stallworth, the ATL Traffic Lady. Good Tuesday morning to you. It's a back to work and school day for everyone. Had King Day as a holiday for most folks. So heading back out there. A lot of you folks probably already on the road, so we'll probably see you tomorrow. We came on at 9 o'clock instead of a little bit earlier. But hey, if you could pop in and out, that's always good. I'm doing traffic here in Atlanta, still doing 2 stations today instead of 3. Big Ray's back in the building. So he's handling the traffic duties on News Talk 1380 WAOK. So I have V-103 and Sports Radio 92.9 Game. They are all out there for you today. So all a good thing. Probably got a lot of delays out there where you are, like we do down here in Atlanta. It's just been really, really rough, to say the least. We've had so many wrecks today, and that's on dry pavement. Now down here we have this winter weather advisory. That is in effect for later on today, around noon, for the North Georgia mountains and parts north and west of town, out toward Rome, Georgia, and then back on into portions of Alabama. And then for the rest of the metro area, the winter weather advisory will go into effect at 5 o'clock this afternoon, all that till 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So if you're in Atlanta, we could see some of that wintry weather coming through later on today and tonight. Hopefully moving out by the morning. Now, the best news is if you think about the weekend, well, today's Tuesday, so a few more days in the really cold freezer. Not probably going to get above freezing after today until Thursday, but we rebound nicely into the upper 50s and 60s on the weekend. So looking forward to warming up. So any snow we get down here is going to be melting. If you're going to be, let's see, a lot of folks tune in here from Philly. You guys have your own issues weather-wise. You'll probably get more of that precipitation. It'll probably stay around a little bit longer because it'll be a little bit colder for you guys for the rest of the week. But all in all, hope you had a great King Day, a day on and not a day off. Let's see what they're doing here. I think they're playing one more song before they come to me. But I'm going to do a quick report here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. Hopefully you got to tune into our other Facebook Lives we had, where we had Hugh Douglas talking about that Eagles-Falcons game. Hey, Kelvin. Good morning to you. How you doing today? Happy belated birthday. I saw your birthday soiree pictures. They were good. Hope you had a really good time. Hope you had an awesome, awesome time. Looks like you guys did. So that is very nice. Very nice. So you're a year better, not a year older, right? A year better. That's always a good thing. Always a good thing. Are you traveling this morning? Let's see. I'm not sure what part of town you're in, but we had so many crashes out here. Let me do this report real quick for 92.9 The Game, and then we'll chit-chat some more. I'm Stephanie Stallworth from the Game Time Traffic Center. This traffic update is sponsored by Racetrack. So many crashes for you this morning. At least one 285 north, right at La Vista. Authorities on the way to the scene for you there. Had the one that was 20 east past Fairburn. Looks like they got it out of the 2 left lanes, so things are improving for you delay-wise as you travel. They're just in the 1 left lane for you, traveling through that area. Elsewhere, pretty busy, coming in on 400, 85, 75, the big 3, carrying that ultra-heavy volume down to 285. Hurrying to Racetrack this month to get any size, any flavor of fresh ground, fresh brewed coffee for just $1. Now, that's whatever gets you going. From the Game Time Traffic Center, it's Stephanie Stallworth on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. 46. Kelvin, how's everything going with you? I know you had your new place that opened up and all, so hope it's going well. Hope it's going well. This is a couple seconds long here. So just doing these reports and then I edit them. So I'm recording for one station, going live on the other. Usually record for 2, live for 3, usually 10 reports an hour. So it's usually pretty busy in the morning. Yeah, so, but yep, happy Tuesday. Just gotta wait for the snow to come through. Hopefully it's a bust forecast where we don't have to get the snow. I don't really want to have to worry about driving in, trying to get where I need to go in here early in the morning, you know, how that could be. Sometimes they could be in a hotel and stuff. for overnight. So I'm not sure what the plan is. Shall see. We shall see. Anyway, I just want to say hi this morning, pop in real quick, and we're going to pop back on out. We're going to be talking football playoffs and stuff as the week goes on. Talking any other good topics that pop up, including the wintry weather down here in Georgia. So I'm not looking forward to any snow, but it's nice to see it. But it's nice when it goes, and it's better when I don't have to actually drive in it. You know how that is. So we're on the Ryan Cameron Morning Show with Wanda Smith and Gerard J. That's on the People Station V-103. ATL's #1 for hip hop and R&B. Also doing Sports Radio 92.9 The Game this morning. That's with John Fricky and Hugh Douglas. So John and Hugh in the morning, and they're on 92.9 FM. So check them out for the latest in sports. And then also on News and Talk 1380 WAOK, it's Reverend Dr. Keith Slaughter. He's got a great show, The Movement, with Dr. Keith Slaughter. So that is all good, all good, all good programming. So today, winter weather advisory in effect for northern and western portions of Georgia. Ryan's talking about that now. Go to the radio.com app. Download the radio.com app on your phone. We're talking a wind chill of -7 in North Georgia by tomorrow morning. That's really too cold. I do declare. Let's see. Yes. Got to dress in layers for that. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to get this radio.com app up for you. You can also see traffic on radio.com. So here that is. This is, these are our stations. V-103, News and Talk 1380, WOK, 92.9 The Game, Star 94.1. So when I went to the People Station V-103,
Get my business though.
They're finishing up there.
907 right now. In that 907. The latest weather says that North Georgia will
I was able to get the weather
like
on here.
really for real
I'll show you
with
how
the
to do
snow
that.
tomorrow.
We're going to do this report, but I'll show you how to do that in a minute.
And after dark. They're saying with the dangerously cold temperatures.
Yeah, but this lets you see stations not just here, but all across the country. I'm highlighting our stations, of course, the Intercom cluster in Atlanta.
That's cold.
That's what you got to do.
That means you will get frostbite very quickly if you're outside.
You're talking about frostbite conditions.
And you know what?
We do
I
not
forgot which
want that.
doctor was that was telling me that
Do
on
not,
days like that.
So we've got dress in
All
layers.
of the sickness and all things that
Try your best to, oh, here it is. Try your best not to have to be out there in that. And on the roads when they get, slippery. They said maybe a dusting to an inch or so, Metro Atlanta. So even that could cause a lot of issues, especially if they haven't treated subdivisions, side streets, and stuff like that. So, hey, Lady T, Tia Jackson, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's the weather like up in Philly, Miss T? Lady T. 25 north at La Vista. This one's gone. Yeah. 75 south of 575. Let me do this report real quick. Lady T, did you guys get together over the holiday, you and Lisa? Good morning, love and miss you too. You know, on Facebook, how they show you a year later, your pictures. This happened a year ago or however many years ago on this date. So back on the end of December, it popped up all our pictures from when I was up there last year for Christmas. I'm like, oh, we had such a good time then. So I know you guys had plans to go do some things. So I'm wondering if you were able to do that and post some pictures. I got to see it. All right, here we go. Good morning. I'm Stephanie Stallworth. This traffic update sponsored by Racetrack. Folks traveling out on 75 South at 575 had a stalled vehicle out there on the right, one of the right travel lanes. Headed through there, use some caution. I come upon that at speed. Also had the crash 285 North. That was at La Vista. They finally moved that off to the left shoulder. Two vehicles involved. A little sluggish through that area. 285 South before Hollowell. They had to finish that crash up, but still sluggish on that side of town. And folks coming in on 75 from the south end up through Clayton County, still busy out of Morrow. A little bit on the brakes there as you head up toward 285. Things are improving, so we're closer to Forest Parkway with that delay. Downtown connectors north and south busy as you head from Brookwood down toward 20, and then from Langford Parkway, the northbound side. That's going to be your busiest spot up through the Grady Curve. Hurry to Racetrack this month. Get any size, any flavor, fresh ground, fresh brewed coffee for just $1. A deal this hot won't last forever. I'm Stephanie Stallworth with traffic when you need it most on the People Station, V-103, the ATL's #1 for hip-hop and R&B. So we're winding down anyway. We only have a little bit of time left this hour. Hey, Lady T. Eric, what's up? Dr. To be O'Keefe Smith, good morning to you. Ron Scott said, Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. So who do y'all play? I was thinking Patriots, but I got that wrong. So who do you play next, Ron? Who do Eagles play? Since you won that game. Yeah, my son was so thrilled, like, but we won. And then my other son who loves soccer was like, don't talk to me about that. I'm not talking about that. So it was a very difficult loss down here in Atlanta. So who do they play, Ron? Who are they going to play? And when is the game? I need to look that up first this morning. You play Minnesota Vikings. Okay. He said play Vikings. Yes. Hey, say hi to me in the comments. I can talk to you that way because I can't hear you, but I can see what you're saying. I'll respond accordingly. So somebody for me to chat with. I don't get to chat with anybody. I'm usually in this room alone in the morning. So, yeah, have somebody to talk to. It's all good. Hey, DeWitt, what's going on with you? You good today? Y'all gonna get that snow? We already had the winter weather advisory in effect here, going in effect today, from 12 noon today till 7 a.m. tomorrow. For north of Atlanta, up in the mountains and the western counties, and then from 4 this afternoon till 7 a.m. for the rest of metro Atlanta, and a winter storm watch for portions of central Alabama. So hopefully our winter weather advisory won't be upgraded to a winter storm watch. I hope we don't get into anything that's going to be that difficult here. But I guess they are preparing to treat the roads and such, getting the brine out. They got that thing going. But we're saying like a dusting to 1/4 of an inch near Atlanta. I'm not sure what you guys are going to get up there. Yeah, you said, how did he take the law? How did my son take the loss? He didn't take it well. He didn't take it well at all. I said, so what'd you think of the game? The next day, it's the next day. And like, probably 15 or 18 hours later, he said, don't talk about that. I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, oh my God. So like, okay, so he did not take it well, to say the least. Very disappointed. Very disappointed. Now my Eagles fan son, he was just thrilled. Yeah, we won. So I know how in your house is a little split too. How did it go in your house, Ron? Did you guys were happy on one side, sad on the other side? So we didn't talk about it much because I knew it was a touchy subject. And I didn't let the one gloat in the other's face, They had to gloat. He had to gloat separately, separate and apart from his brother, Because then they would be really upset, like, oh. But it's all in fun. It's all in fun. What are you gonna do? Yeah, your house was divided also, if I remember correctly. That some were Eagles fans and some were Falcons fans and other teams. So it's always tough to get a loss. Atlanta's dealing with it and trying to think about moving forward, I guess, but it was difficult. Definitely difficult. Oh, your wife's a Steelers fan. Yeah, to talk her off the ledge. Oh, poor Steelers. Yeah. It's a tough time of year for people who are really diehard on their team, and their team is so close to moving forward and just not able to do it. So it's been kind of rough. That is for sure. Hopefully, she'll just gear up for next season. It's easy for me to say, right? Yeah. So a lot of disappointed folks out there. Now, Hugh Douglas, who was a former Philadelphia Eagle, he was on the Ryan Cameron Morning Show with Wanda Smith with a little interview about it on Friday. And being a former Eagle, he's a Eagles fan that way, die hard for the Eagles, and but still working down this area had to deal with the Atlanta version of it too. So it's a little juxtaposition for him, to say the least. So yeah, it's interesting. Interesting. Let me do this one real quick. This is 92.9 the game. So everyone's back to work today. It's 9:13. Say hi. That was Larisha. She's our Miss Everything, sportscaster, morning show co-host, news lady, traffic lady. Yeah, so I'll tell you. Yeah, so she could probably weigh in on some of the sports stuff for you. I'll get her in here one of these days this week to tell you some stuff. So she's a great sportscaster. She's on 92.9 The Game, doing some sports stuff. Then she's down here on V-103 doing some sports. And she does news on WAOK, so she works on all three stations also. So that's all good. That's all good. Let's see what we have here. 9:29:32. La Quinta. All right, so I'm going to record this report here for 1380. And so I'm here doing traffic. The next booth over is the news booth where Maria's in there. Actually, she's not in there. She does the news out of there, and then you can see the back of Ryan Cameron from the Ryan Cameron Morning Show. That's where they do the morning show. So I'm right here at the V-103 studios. Down the hall is WAOK. And just upstairs is our third station. That is Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. See if I can get this all the way down for you. Yeah, so we're just going to finish up here. In about 40 minutes, we'll be done for the morning. That's good. I'm Stephanie Stallworth from the Game Time Traffic Center. This traffic update sponsored by La Quinta Inn and Suites. Had so many crashes out there this morning and ended up with so many delays. I'll give you some trip times here on the Big 385 South from 316 to 285. You're 29 minutes, another 19. Trying to get down to Georgia 400 inside the perimeter. It's Wade Green to 285 on 75 South. You're at 43 minutes with some incidents along the way. Then inside the perimeter 285 to the connector, 27 more minutes. Georgia 400. Pretty busy for you coming in from Old Milton Parkway down to Holcomb Bridge. That's going to take 32. Then Holcomb Bridge to 285, another 27. How do you win on the road? Stay at La Quinta Inns and Suites. Enjoy stylish lobbies and exciting room renovations. Book now at LQ.com. From the Game Time Traffic Center, I'm Stephanie Stallworth on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. Yeah, so, oh no, I'm not going to a helicopter. I did do that in DC for, I filled in for 1 week in the four-seater Cessna. And it was thrilling. I loved it. It's just great to see everything from the bird's eye view and all. But at the same time, this was some time ago. And it was an unair-conditioned four-seater Cessna. And yes, this was in the middle of summertime. So you could prop the windows open, but it was nothing but hot air. So by the time you got out, after a whole rush hour, you're like a roasted chicken in there. Like, okay, this is not. After that week was over, I'm like, okay, it's fun, but I don't think I want to do this without the AC. And then I couldn't imagine what it'd be like in the winter when it gets really cold out there. But yeah, that was fun. You know, it was like the first time I went up. The first time I went up, there happened to be a nice, thing to report. Well, not nice, but it was a big crash to report where, the road was closed and you could talk about all the stuff that was going on. And that was so exhilarating, to be up there above it all and get that bird's eye view. But no, I don't think I want to do that every day. I get a little worried about things that could happen. So probably wouldn't be best for me to do that. I like to be in a climate control studio on the ground. But that was definitely fun. I think every traffic reporter should do that at some point in their career because, you get to see everything, the whole overview of everywhere, all the interchanges and how they're looking. You know how think about the old Sears catalog. You know, we're of a certain age, right, Ron? So the Sears Christmas catalog would come out, and I know my sister and I, we used to go to the racetrack section, electric race cars, and they would have like all the track layouts. You could see them going, woo, you know, all that, and we just used to love that. So from above in the copter, I was really in the plane, but not the copter, but from above you could see all the interchanges and all the traffic flow, and just really see how it really is laid out compared to what you can see by just driving it. Just driving, you can only see just a portion of it, but when you're above it flying, you can see the whole thing laid out, like a big map underneath of you on how the whole thing is laid out. So very cool. I mean, I did love going in the plane. I just didn't think I wanted to do it every day. But it was a lot of fun. You know, you wear the headsets and all, and you're on the radio, and you're reporting the live conditions and stuff. Very cool, very cool. It's a good thing to do. Good thing to do. I'm trying to get this thing to fix itself. I'm not sure if I'm getting everybody on here. But yeah, so definitely worth a try. I mean, you know, you fly regular commercial airplanes all the time, so you see how it is above, you know, towns and stuff. But you're really close to the ground, so you could see things in more of a realistic perspective and say, oh, that's how that looks. So because down here, what is it? A Cobb cloverleaf, looking like a cloverleaf, you know. Spaghetti Junction down here is 85 at 285. It's like a bunch of spaghetti coming together, you know. So it's kind of cool to be able to see that stuff. Hey, Garrett. Good morning to you. How's everything? You good today? Hope you had a good King Day. Back to work on this wonderful Tuesday. Tuesday. Yeah, so I'm just doing 2 stations today. I have V-103 Atlanta for traffic, and I have Sports Radio 92.90 game. So usually I have 3 stations, 10 reports an hour. Right now I have 2 stations today and only 6 an hour. So a little bit more time in between reports, which is always good. So that's it. How's the wife? Hopefully she's good. Tell her I said hello. Hello. Yeah, what are you guys going to do weather-wise this week? Let me see if I see the weather for you guys. Ronald, you're still in Delaware, right? Or Maryland? I think you're in Delaware. You told me that. So let's see the Philadelphia forecast. What are they saying here? Snow showers tomorrow. And then rain and snow showers on the weekend. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, we're supposed to get back into the 50s and 60s on the weekend. So this next couple of days is going to be extra cold, well below freezing. I guess like you guys had it. That doggone Arctic air mass, it came here and then it went away, and I was hoping it would stay away, but of course it's still winter, so there's only so much I can hope for with that. But yeah, so I am going to finish up here. I think I got this one. I only have, actually I only have 2, and I only have 3 reports left. So I'm winding things down. I'll come back a little earlier tomorrow. Some more folks are still home that can join in on the live. But yeah, all you got to do, it's starting to snow in Philly right now. And you'll get it later on tonight. Hey, Teroy Baker. Happy King Day to you. Are you guys getting snow? Snow in DC? So snowing in Philly. I had to call my mom. See how they're doing. It's 9:30. All right, so they're in their break now. Yeah, they're talking about Wanda Smith, who's a little under the weather. Her voice is gone. You know, everything's going around. So, he said turtleneck. There's a nice health juice since this morning. Garrett said since this morning. Yeah, I think like the midday, we'll start to see it in North Georgia, and in the afternoon we'll see it closer to the afternoon. We're talking about Vivid Juice that Wanda Smith and her husband actually makes it. It has beets, turmeric, ginger, and some other healthy things. A lot of people here are buying it and drinking it. Helps cleanse, helps with inflammation, helps with a lot of different stuff that a lot of people are using it for. He also makes these really great bath scrubs too. So he's doing all kind of wonderful things. I love it. I like that scrub. You know how you use, or maybe your wife will use a sugar scrub, you know, to exfoliate. And by the time you're done, you don't even need lotion because everything's just so dewy, fresh, and wonderful. So yeah, if you guys need any of that stuff, let me know. I'll let them know. So the juice, I should bring it in tomorrow. The juice is good for cleansing and just overall health. And then the scrubs, they're there for that. So it's all good. Hey, Kenny Morgan, Sean Wheeler, how are you today? We're trying to finish up here. It's going to be up for a couple minutes. You guys going to work today? I think most people are already out of the house. So I'm going to come on a little earlier tomorrow, probably maybe around 7. I think I'm going to try to come around 7 o'clock hour tomorrow. A little bit earlier when more folks are still available. So I'm trying to move this Facebook Live over to my Stephanie Stallworth, your AtlTrafficLady Facebook page, so I can get some of my listeners in on it too, the ones that are down here, so we can mix it up a little bit. We have more people to talk to about inner city rivalries, you know, with football and basketball and hockey, soccer, of course, baseball, you know, Braves and Phillies. First day back to work, you're well rested. That's good. Sean's going back to work. I know, glad you caught me too. I popped in a little late today. I'm like, wow, this morning flew by. Flew by. So we had a, what are they playing? Talking about, I'll let you listen to this. They're rapping to Bad and Bougie about some Politico.
America is the best country. Hey, this rap sounds great, but means nothing. My country bred black and green. Black. Put Kaepernick on a team. College, you mad cause he took a knee. It's an American dream. Hey, my country bred black and green. Black. Put Kaepernick on a team. College, you mad cause he took a knee. Knee. It's the American dream. Hey, Big Ray. Woo, 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 woo.
That's Big Ray in the building with Ryan Cameron. Yeah.
Why Big Ray's on the gas strep throat with that woo woo woo? Because Big Ray, he was like woo woo. What's wrong with
Ray was sick all week. He's just coming back from sick. He was out all week and missed him. He definitely had the flu. 20s past Fairburn, 8:19, 9:29, 9 o'clock.
Come on, Ray. You must have double that, Ray. You must have double it. Yeah.
East before Lowry. You got traffic.
Let's go to the V-103 traffic center.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Stallworth. This traffic update is sponsored by Publix. I have a crash for you out there. If you're going to be traveling 20 east just before Lowry, authorities on scene for you to travel in that area, so it's going to add to your delays. It's in the right lane. Going to be trying to get yourself on through. We have 3 lanes to get by, including your HOV lane there. Also, folks traveling 285 south at South Atlanta Road, had some crash activity for you in that area. Otherwise, just big delays left over for you. Downtown Connector North from the 75-85 merge up toward Brookwood. Going to take you 18 minutes. 285 on the east side north from I-20 up towards Stone Mountain Freeway. Had 16 minutes on that ride time with a crash along the way as you head out toward La Vista. Why shop at Publix? Because this week Publix has more than 55 BOGOs on products you love. Throughout the store, Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. I'm Stephanie Stallworth with traffic when you need it most on the People Station, V-103, the ATL's #1 for hip-hop and R&B. Yeah, so Oh, you're on a conference call. Well, that's good. Glad we could partner up with you on that, Garrett. That's all good. Yeah, we'll keep each other company. That's it. That is it. So that's okay. Yeah. So at a work conference call, gotta love it, right? Things you gotta do. Want to have a great first day back to work, Kenny, Ron, hey DeWitt, Troy Baker. I'm supposed to call you. I need to call you. I'll try to call you later on today, all right? Lady T, good talking to you. I'm going to wrap it up here. Hey, Paulette. Welcome, Paulette. How are you? Tom Miner. How's everything in D.C.? I know you still cover Charlotte and D.C., sort of. Seems like with your traffic and your weather stuff. So that's kind of cool. Must have been nice. Hey, Brent. Shippensburg's finest. K.A. Psi. Yes. Paulette, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Haven't been home since last year. I gotta get back there. Hopefully spring break I'll be able to come back. Come back to town. See everybody. But anyway, in the meantime, I'll come back tomorrow morning and do next Facebook Live. Looks like it's gonna be probably around 7 instead of at 9. Garrett, do good work there at the conference call. And let's see. I'm trying to think. I'll let you know how we make out with the snow. Because I usually come in here at, I probably leave around 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 something or 4, get up like 2:30. And if we have snow all night, that means the road's going to be slippery. So I got to see how this thing's going to pan out, with the weather here. Because it's not like a dusting to an inch in Philly, where they got the equipment and everything to deal with everything. They have the equipment to deal with the highways and maybe some secondary roads, but not your side streets, not your subdivisions, not any of that stuff. So that's where it'd be tricky. I got some hills coming in and out of my subdivision. So we'll see how it goes, though. Hopefully it won't amount to anything. That's what we're hoping. Sometimes if it's bad weather, we end up having to stay at hotels. When you're broadcasting, you stay at the hotel. That's how your broadcasters can get to work when they tell you got to stay home. You need to stay off the roads, So the stations will put you up in a hotel right near the station, so you can just get right to work. I know the blizzard of, 96? You remember the blizzard of 96? I was in D.C. I was doing weather then. Weathercast there, News Channel 8. And we stayed at the hotel. I think someone, it was James from engineering, came to pick me up in the SUV, 4-wheeler. But, oh, my God, snow was feet high. And took me over to the station. And then from the station, they would shuttle you back and forth to the hotel. And that's how you get to stay on the air. That's how all your broadcasters can stay on the air. They don't go home every night and then come back in the treacherous conditions. You just stay, at a local hotel where you can just get right up, get right on the air, report all the conditions while everyone else stays home and stays safe. We'll let you know how it is out there when it's safe to come back out. But yeah, the blizzard of 96, that was quite an ordeal with all the snow they got there in D.C. I think most of the Mid-Atlantic was affected by that and up and down the East Coast. So you remember, where were you in 1996? I was in D.C. D.C. area. Sounds like being a property manager. Yeah. You got to be close to the action. Is that how it is, Ron? Because you got to be close to the action. I will be of no service if I am, 40 miles away at home, stuck in my subdivision. That doesn't work. That doesn't work for broadcast. You got to be able to be there and be ready. So, yeah. And I guess as a property manager, you guys had to decide, are you going to open the property, the mall, or whatever it is that day? Are you going to open late? You got to change your hours. And I guess you'd be on the other side of the role of letting the media know what your hours are going to be, or if you're opening, or if you're going to close early because things are happening. So everyone in different capacities has to deal with the weather issues differently. School systems are already closing up in North Georgia, up around here today. So then I guess they'll make decisions for school for tomorrow morning, depending on what happens tonight. So we shall see. I know last Monday when we had the college football championship, hey, Tony Dingle, there was a potential for icy conditions in Atlanta in that morning and during the day. So they closed school that whole Monday. The government's closed, everything closed, and we ended up just getting rain here. It just didn't even amount to snow or ice because the temperature and the precipitation, the freezing temperature and the precipitation didn't actually meet. By the time the rain got here, the temps were above freezing, so we missed the whole ice storm thing here. But they closed schools a day early in anticipation of that because you can't drive on ice. So we'll see what happens here. We already have, I think the closest one was in Marietta. They were canceling their after-school activities today. Otherwise, schools well north of here are already closing for tomorrow. So as the day goes on and this situation develops and they kind of see what's happening, I guess they'll make decisions for tomorrow. But there's a lot of rural area that school buses have to maneuver, curvy rural streets, and it's difficult. So they got to make a good decision. Just because someone who lives in a certain school district, they say, why'd they close? Everything was fine here. But you might live on an area that's well-traveled, that's easily connected to interstates, and you don't have any back roads. Where someone who lives way on a back road somewhere, and the school buses have to pick those kids up. They have to deal with, dangerous road conditions in those areas. So that's kind of why they make those decisions that way. Hey, Garrett, time for your presentation. Have a great presentation. Stay safe. God bless you, too. And, hey, I'll see you tomorrow morning if you're back on. Be back on around 7. So we'll do it around that time. But that is it. Hey, Kathleen. How's everything? Hope you had a good King Day. We're going to wrap up here. I'm going to do, I got one more report. 2 more reports total. And then we're done. Garrett's going off to his presentation. Oh, so yeah, that's how it is, Ron. Yep. Yeah, so we have similar situations here. I sure hope this amounts to nothing down here. I don't want animals new. All right, so let me do these last reports. I will see you guys in the morning. Snow or no snow. And probably around 7, start a little bit earlier, okay? All right, y'all have a super day. Be blessed, and I will chat you up tomorrow. I'm Stephanie Stallworth, your ATL Traffic Lady. You are up to date. Take care.